Welcome to a few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of reading Parshas Shelach. At the beginning of Parshas Shelach, Moshe sends out the 12 spies, one from each tribe. When they come back, 10 of them say negative things about the land of Israel. Only 2 speak positively. That, of course, is Kalev ben Yefuna and Yehoshua ben Nun. When Hashem gets angry at the Jewish people for not trusting in his servant Moshe and listening to what Hashem said himself, that he would bring them into the land, he says, Ad Mosai la'eda hara hazos. How long am I going to put up with this evil congregation? Rashi quotes the Gemara, and in fact the Gemara is in 2 places, one in Megillah and in Sanhedrin. Mikan, from here we learn that an Eda, a congregation, is 10. 10. Why? Because there were 12 who went out, and 10 said bad. Eda Hara'ah, the 10 bad, were only those who said bad about the land of Israel. So from here we see that a congregation is 10. And in all places where we speak about the 10, the Gemara says, when there's a davar shebik dusha, as the Torah Tamima brings down, when there's a davar, when there's something that requires a minion, Kaddish, Kedusha, Baruch Hu. Whenever something of holiness has to be recited, you must have 10. It's almost as if the 10 that you're davening with are reversing the slander that the spies said about Eretz Yisrael. And every time we daven in a minion, it's as if we're in Eretz Yisrael, because every shul has a kedusha of Eretz Yisrael, and consequently, going to shul and davening with a minion is a most powerful thing. In fact, the Gemara in the Daf Yomi we just read this past week on Daf Kuf Hey brings down 2 psukim. One pasuk in Devarim Perek Daled says, "Mi kashem Elokeinu," who is like Hashem our God, b'chol koreinu elov. In all the times we call to him, he's always there. That's one pasuk. Whenever we call to him, he's there. Another pasuk in Yeshaya seems to contradict that. It says, Dershu Hashem behi motza'o. Seek Hashem when he can be found, which means he's not always found. In fact, the Gemara over there says that what is Dershu Hashem behi motza'o? What is seek Hashem when he can be found? Elu Aseres Yemei Tshuva Bein Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippurim. That's the 10 days of Aseres Yemei Tshuva, because there Hashem can always be found. Think about it, people. When we daven with a minion, even on a regular weekday, we are standing in front of the Shekhinah who's right there, because it's tantamount to Dirshu Hashem Behi Motzo. A Yachid, an individual, is only finding Hashem during the Aseres Yemei Tshuva, while a congregation, whenever you're standing before Hashem, it's B'chol Kar'enu Elov. We want our prayers to come close to the Ribono Shel Olam. There's no question that Hashem hears every prayer, because after all, he's the Shomea Tefillah. He hears every prayer. But what a zchus to daven with a minion. How tremendous it is that by davening with a minion on a regular, simple weekday, it's as if you're in the Aseres Yemei Tshuva, and you're guaranteed to be answered, because it's B'chol Kar'enu Elov. That's something that we can get as a positive result from the negative actions that were taken by the Meraglim. Ad Mosai la'eda hara mikan. From here we learn that an Eda is 10, and therefore when we come together as a community to daven, it's awesomely powerful, and every one of us should take advantage of going to shul and davening with a minion on a daily basis, on a regular basis, because it has such power. It's so wonderful, because Bechol Kar'enu Elov. We think about that when we come close to Chodesh Tamuz, and we're going to be Mevorchim Hachodesh this Shabbos. Let's keep that in mind, that this is the Shabbos, and this is the week in which we remind ourselves how much positive result can be brought out by coming together as the Jewish people as a whole and davening with a minion. Take this opportunity to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom and Mevorach. We should hear only good things, and we should share good things as we come together and daven in the Migdash Ma'at, in the place that Hashem says, B'chol kar'enu elov, I am close to him whenever he calls out, together as part of our davening in shul together with a minion. Good Shabbos to all, and a good Chodesh to all.